So I'm involved in two nonprofits that both do sort of K through 12 education, one here in the U.S. and one in Africa. And the more I've sort of learned, what are the leading people thinking right now about how kids should be educated? I read a lot of these articles and I look at it, I'm like, Bowman's been doing that for 20 years, you know? The more we learned about it, the more we just thought this would be a perfect fit, not just for my daughter, but for us as a family. So, there's a large number of families here at Bowman where both parents work outside the home. And so the approach to learning, the environment, the teachers, we just thought it would be a great fit. I think one of the things we've seen is just the independent thinking and the way Bowman gets the students to be in charge of their learning. She was always advocating for herself. She felt personally responsible for homework and tests and grades and things like that. It wasn't us having to push her. Also, I think just sort of the love for learning and the fact that the curriculum lets you find the places that your interests are and take the learning in that direction. She has sort of this balance of right brain and left brain where she loves math and science and is taking a computer programming class on her own this summer, but she's also super creative and artistic. And so I think part of that came from her personality, but a lot of that I think was nurtured here. We're just huge supporters of the school, and even though our kids aren't here, I think my wife and I are both at the point in our lives where giving back to the community, giving back to organizations like Bowman are certainly really important for us. And so that the kids that come after mine are going to have, the opportunities to enjoy the new campus and all the things that brings. And it's such a big, important part of the experience of the kids here to be able to have a facility like that. Like just having a gym now, for instance, even though it's not quite complete, it was a big opportunity for the kids who, want to do sports. They'd have to go all the way to another part of Palo Alto just to practice basketball or volleyball, for instance. I didn't realize that you could see it as soon as you turned onto Arastadero from Foothill, because kind of used to see it like construction fencing and things like that. So just it was just kind of breathtaking, sort of driving in and seeing it.